Good morning, viewers. Welcome to my YouTube channel of astrologer Anil Agarwal. See, today we will be talking about Kamala Harris running mate in the US elections, and the opinion polls show popularity. It shows her popularity, and the stars foretell she is the rising star. I've already predicted about the US elections, and I can also point out here that she can be the future president of the US. As I've already mentioned, that the president, the person who will be taking chair as the president of US may not be able to complete his complete tenure. So in that event, she will become the president of the US. She has a very promising horoscope of Gemini Lagna, and she has got Rahu in the Lagna, which is Yoga Karaka, because the Lagna Lord is placed in the 5th house, in the trinal house, and as the Lagna Lord, Mercury gone in the 5th house, again there is a Rajyog, and then it is with Sun, a Buddha Aditya Yoga, and then Sun is debilitated, and again there is an exchange between Venus and Sun. So Sun gets Nijbhanga Rajyog. There are two exchanges in our horoscope. First is between Sun and Venus, the other is between Mars and Moon. So Mars is placed in the 2nd house debilitated, but it gets Nijbhanga Rajyog because Moon is placed in the Kendra and they have got exchange. And her Garbhashishta planets are Ketu and Moon. Ketu is Vargottam in the Dashmansha chart, and Moon is exalted in the Navamsha chart. Now the Dasha of Rahu Mercury, as I've already mentioned, I've been mentioning in my website and in my articles. An article was published for Rahu in the Star Teller way back in 2019, where I had mentioned that if Rahu is placed strongly in your chart, it has the capacity to take you to give you mileage and take you to heights. So Kamala Harris, is bound to reach to the heights in the Dasha of Rahu Mercury till 2023. You can read the complete details. I have made analysis. You see, for analyzing I am not analyzing any other thing. Only two things I am analyzing. First of all, her marriage. Why her marriage got late is because 7th house from Lagna has got Ketu, 7th house from Moon has got debilitated Sun, and 7th house from Venus has got Saturn. So all the planets which are detachment, the planets of detachment. So friends, the other thing is that she has got the 7th Lord is ill placed from the Garbhashishta planets. But Garbhashishta planets give promise for marriage because they are placed well. Garbhashishta planets are placed well from the 7th house, 7th Lord, Midcusp Lord of the 7th house, and Venus. So 4 parameters are positive, 1 parameter is neutral. Since neutral with Moon, but 6th axis with Ketu. So it contributes to late marriage. So as far as her career is concerned, her midcusp lord of, you see, everything, juice of the career is the midcusp lord of a particular stream. So we are talking about career. So midcusp lord of the 10th house is Saturn. It is placed well in the 9th house. So it clearly shows that her profession will be related to the 9th house or legal affairs. Midcusp Lord is in its Mul Trikona sign. It clearly indicates that she will have early profession in life and she will be successful because Saturn is the 9th Lord and it is being aspected by the 5th Lord. And then the Lagna Lord is placed in the 5th house and there is exchange between Sun and Venus. So she has got multiple Raj Yogas in her chart, and the Dasha of Rahu Mercury will take her to the highest pedestal till the Dasha of Rahu Mercury. The D10 chart, the Midcusp Lord Saturn is placed in the 10th house is extremely powerful because the Midcusp Lord is the juice of the career. As I mentioned, it is placed in the 10th house and the Lagna is the same Gemini, but unfortunately the 10th Lord is placed in the 8th house in debilitation and retrogression. So what does that mean? That means after the dasha of Rahu, the Jupiter dasha may not be very good for her career. It may bring a break. So anyway, we are not concerned immediately for the Jupiter dasha. What we are talking about is the present, and Rahu Mercury is extremely potent dasha, and I have analyzed the D6 of D10 to find out whether she will be successful or not. D6 for D10, no astrologer looks at this chart. Then I have seen the Rudramsha chart. Then I have seen the dasha of Rahu and Mercury through the Tamil and the South Indian way of looking at the dasha by Bodhkan, Vedkan, Pashkan and Karkan. It is very promising. So friends, I've also studied the Varshfal and the Vedic progression chart. The Varshfal, the Munta is in the 6th house. It shows struggles, immediately struggle for 2 years and then success. That clearly shows that the person who will become the president of the country may not be able to complete his tenure, and she may rise to the occasion at that point of time. And it is just possible that in the dasha of Rahu Mercury itself, she rises to that pedestal. In the Rudramsha chart, Rahu is in the Lagna and Mercury is placed in the 11th house. So that also clearly shows that she will be the ultimate winner. Then you talk about the 10P. The 10th pad will be activated after the 20th November. Jupiter and Saturn both will be in the sign Capricorn. They will be aspecting the sign Cancer, because the 10th pad is the Cancer sign, where Mars is placed, the 11th lord, and has got exchange with Moon. It is extremely powerful. And what else should I say? I have analyzed the chart totally. Then the Vedic progression chart also shows that, you see, there in her chart there is Mercury and Sun together, Buddha Aditya Yoga. In the Vedic progression chart, the Buddha and the Sun were apart. They were apart for some years, but next year the Sun and Sun and Mercury are joining together. That clearly shows that she is rising to the pedestal. And although the period, the Vedic progression chart shows struggles, but she will come out of the struggles after 2 years. 2 years of struggle. This is what has been seen as per the Varshfal chart and the Vedic progression chart. The Vedic progression chart is as per the Manusmriti. You see, as per the Manusmriti. So I use that and I find that Manusmriti Vedic progression chart gives wonderful results. So friends, this is all I just wanted to share. The dasha is also promising. The planetary positions are also promising. Saturn and Jupiter both will activate the 10th pad, and she is bound to rise. And if we look at the mid-cusp plot is Saturn, and it is in Aquarius. So when Saturn goes over Aquarius, she will get the highest rank in her life. That type of rise in her life she will only get when Saturn touches Aquarius sign, and probably in 2022 also Saturn is touching that, and it is then going back in the sign Capricorn. So 2022 there is a possibility, and then after 29th April 2023 also Saturn will join Aquarius. But my feeling is that when Saturn touches Aquarius in the year 2023, probably in June, she will rise to the pedestal. So this is all, friends. I just wanted to share my predictions as far as Kamala Harris is concerned, and this is all. Thank you very much for listening to me. Bye bye.